Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a video about NIO. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. So today we're going to be talking about NIO, and we have some massive news for NIO stock and for NIO as a company itself. We just got their December deliveries today, and as expected, the company did absolutely amazing, selling 7,007 vehicles, up about 2,000 vehicles from their last November deliveries, which they ended up selling 5,291. Looking at the statistics from a bigger perspective, NIO as a stock, from last year to this year, it's a 121% increase in sales, which means the company is growing, and it also means that people are starting to notice what NIO as a company is. If you guys don't know what NIO as a company actually does, NIO is an EV company based out of China. They produce luxury EV cars. Looking at the 5-year chart, this thing IPO'd September 12th of 2018, up 716.33%. Looking at the 1-year chart, is currently up 1,299%, and the 3-month chart itself, it is up 126%. 2020 was a great year for NIO. Basically, it really put NIO on the map. It really let people notice what NIO as a company actually does, what it is. It really got the attention of a lot of big time investors, Bank of America, Deutsche Bank, Goldman Sachs. And I've said this time and time again, even looking at the constant trend of the deliveries of vehicles, we can tell that NIO as a company is growing. We took a look at their August deliveries, their September, their October, November, and December, and their sales are continuously increasing, which is always a good sign. That means that people are starting to notice what NIO as a company is all about. And on top of all that, we do have NIO Day coming up on January 9th, where they're going to be basically unveiling all sorts of cool products for us. The ET7 sedan, which was basically made to compete with Tesla's Model 3, is going to be showcased on NIO Day coming up January 9th. And earlier in the year of 2020, we did get news that NIO was dropping a 100 kilowatt battery, but now they've upped it to a 150 kilowatt battery, and we're also going to be able to see that on NIO Day. I do think NIO stock is a good buy at $48.98 because this company is going to be growing for a very long time. The constant rise in deliveries of their cars, the constant, attention that NIO as a stock is getting, this stock has nowhere to go but up. I don't really have a prediction of where NIO stock is actually going to be going tomorrow on the next trading session, but I do know for a fact that NIO stock is going to be headed up from here. And I do say this time and time again that I do think NIO stock is going to hit $100 in the year of 2021. Even seeing the delivery estimates that we got a couple hours ago goes to showcase that people are buying NIO's cars. And we also got another big piece of news. NIO is dropping a used car service, which is absolutely awesome because Tesla is now making an appearance in China. The fact that NIO is here to answer back, and a little bit more of insight into the kind of used car business. So NIO actually did this because Tesla is moving to China, and NIO is starting to feel the pressure a little bit. NIO, being the smart company that it is, not only is it dropping 2 new sedans, an SUV, and a minivan to be able to compete with Tesla and the expansion of Tesla in China, but now they're dropping a used car business. Basically, now people have access to used NIO cars. It's just absolutely amazing that NIO is really thinking outside the box here. The fact that NIO is trying its best to be the top EV company of China. Looking at the schematics, NIO is the top EV company of China currently right now. If you take a look at XPeng and Li Auto and NIO, all three companies together, NIO does sell the most vehicles, and NIO does have the highest stock price, and NIO is obviously getting the most attention. You have to understand that a lot of these big time investors are picking up NIO stock. Even hedge funds are picking up NIO stock, and it goes to show all over that people are super bullish about NIO. It's not just NIO as a company, it's really the rising demand in the EV market that we've seen over the last couple of years, and I know that that market is going to continue to grow up. NIO doing a very great job of really just staying on top of the game. Seeing those delivery estimate numbers today made me just a lot more bullish on NIO. Really seeing how they're dropping a used car business to compete with Tesla amid Tesla's basically rise in China, and NIO starting to feel the heat. The competition is starting to rise up. NIO is doing its very best to stay in the game. And we also did get a lot more of good news from NIO. NIO doing a public stock offering of 68 million shares, so they were able to raise capital. NIO with plans to expand into Europe by 2021. which is this year, is just absolutely amazing. NIO also working on a self-driving chip, which is another big piece of news, right? That's really a big catalyst in the EV game. A lot of companies are working very hard to actually perfect the self-autonomous driving technology because it is a big deal, because a lot of companies are going to be using it. NIO, not just thinking outside the box, NIO's not only working on a self-driving chip, but they're trying to roll into a whole new service with it, right? It's the robo-taxi delivery service. Essentially, these cars drive around China, they pick people up, they drop them off, but there's nobody actually in the car. It's just absolutely amazing how innovative NIO is actually taking the next step. We see NIO's growth and it's consistent, and I do think that in 2021, NIO will probably see a profitable quarter. They're already expecting $960 million in revenue by the next quarter, so I'm very excited to see where NIO is actually going to be headed from here. But everything is looking good for NIO. That's how I know there's only one way to go for NIO, and it's going to be up. NIO really proving itself to be a great EV company. Like I said, we've seen the increase of sales. Even taking a look at the 1-year chart, I mean, this thing was trading at $4 this time last year, and the fact that now it's currently evaluated bigger than General Motors really does go to show that this company is here to grow. And we've seen their constant deliveries, right? They're consistently growing time and time again. And on top of all that, if you took a look, like I said, the comparison from last year in January to this year, NIO has come a very long way. Taking a look at 2019 December deliveries and 2020 December deliveries, they're up 121%. That's a huge increase in sales. It's a huge increase in the fact that NIO is growing, and it's really putting NIO on the radar. NIO is going to be a top EV company, and it's just crazy how a lot of people don't see it. I know there's a lot of bears out there about NIO stock who say the stock should be $25, that the stock is overvalued in itself, but the numbers are speaking for themselves. We see how NIO is growing. If NIO was not performing, I could understand the bearish side, but the fact that NIO is consistently selling more cars, they're working on dropping a whole new car line, they're now dropping a used car business, they're rolling into a robo-taxi delivery service. All the analysts and big-time investors are behind NIO stock with crazy evaluations, really thinking that NIO is going to take it up to the next step, which does lead me to my overall stock price prediction. Where do I think NIO is going to be headed at the end of 2021 and 2022 as well? In 2021, I could see NIO stock hitting $100, but in 2022, I'm actually expecting a lot more growth in 2022 than I do in 2021. I actually do think NIO stock does have the potential to hit $300 in 2022 if it continues this trajectory of growth that we've seen. If NIO continues to innovate and NIO continues to shock investors and big-time investors and the people all around the world, with its expansion into Europe, all these big-time catalysts are just going to drive NIO stock up through the roof. I do think NIO right now is experiencing a lot of growth, and it's absolutely amazing. Like I said, Tesla moving into China only made NIO want to strive harder, only made NIO want to work harder, and it wants to be the top representative of the EV Chinese game. I know how Chinese people are. They're very loyal to their companies, and I know they're going to support NIO 100% of the way. I'm very excited to see where NIO stock does head in the year of 2021. I know it's going to be an amazing year, and like I said, taking a look at those deliveries was just absolutely amazing to see that NIO is consistently growing, and a lot of people are really starting to notice what NIO is as a company in itself. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of NIO stock. Do you think NIO stock is a good buy at $48.98? Are you guys shocked that NIO stock beat their deliveries? If you guys own NIO stock, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.